1:09. Okay, there we go. Tweet is live. I'm strapped in, ready for the stream. Are you strapped in? 14 people watching. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go live in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one and only Coin Baron, and back to a new midweek update. Because the charts again are very interesting right now, trading again at the lows really of the Bitcoin range and also of really the CRO range. So I want to talk everything about these charts. I want to talk about the market. I've heard there were some new numbers today regarding job openings, I think, but I might have to check that out, what really happened. And overall, a lot of things are happening as well in the crypto.com community, in the CRO fam, for example, about the Lion token. But first, ladies and gentlemen, hello. Hello, welcome. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? Big hello to, I see Random Token. I see Jimmy, good evening. I see Sanjay as well. Let's grow. Let's grow. Kuzmenko, Mr. Goat. Strap in. Björn as well, always here. Björn is just like a clock, coming in every time. Karl Rowe, welcome, my dude. Sanjay as well. By the dippity dip. Welcome. And CRO kicked my cash ass. I think for many, the piggy bank right now, the piggy bank is really empty. Mr. A-Ball, do I still have some cash left? Most likely not. Most likely not. That's true. This time the A-Ball is financially right. Damo, welcome as well. Quick announcement. I just launched a new Discord for all members. So if you're a member, you can check out a new recent post on the membership tab. So you can actually become a member of the Discord and have a talk. Let's have a talk. But okay, that's enough about this. Stream, by the way, is again sponsored by WolfSwap. Soon the sponsorship is over, so if you guys don't like it, soon back to no sponsorships again. But okay. Right now, my average is down more, Coin Baron. How much more though? Average myself right now is 9.7 cents. It's getting better. Let's talk about the charts, will we? Welcome, TA. Welcome. Good morning. This is the chart we left off with last Tuesday when we had really the catch-up stream, for the weekly close. And today was kind of interesting. I would say that Bitcoin was really the most important asset today in the market. It definitely wasn't Cronos. It is Bitcoin. Right now, it is actually being one of the lowest daily closes if you close at this range for CRO. So the question then arises, of course, how low can we go? I saw a video by Mr. Crypto Kip from the Crypto Report. He was kind of talking about, this range here. 4.7 cents, like that's the real bottom of the bear market. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. I think that is very unlikely. I would really take a look at this level here. Let me draw it out. I only have one hand, guys, so please bear with me. I only have one hand. The level where we are right now has been support in the past and also is potentially, again, support once more. So if we drop a bit more, if Bitcoin is dropping a bit more, that's the real question here. Is Bitcoin going to drop more? Then I do believe we might find some support more or less at about 6 to 6.7 or 6 point. What is it? I need to drag it direct. There it is. 6.9, 6.8 cents. Really the lowest we've seen the last time. That is my first take on this. But okay, the rainbow chart might be dying, ladies and gentlemen. The rainbow chart might be dying today. That is interesting. I like to look at the rainbow chart from the monthly point of view, and then we'll go to some questions quickly. But like from a monthly point of view, the rainbow chart still feels okay to me. What did I do? What did I do? Like from a monthly point of view, it is still basically in range of the green zone here. But it needs to go up. It needs to go up in the last day, really, of February, which will be tomorrow, the 28th of February. So the question is, will we get a bounce? Will we get a bounce? And also, if you take a look at CoinMarketCap right now, on CoinMarketCap, CRO is getting very, very close to rank number 50. Rank number 50. Well, I think one of our biggest competitors, and we'll go to CoinMarketCap in a minute. But on CoinMarketCap, you can find on number 37, the OKX token, OKB. And I think that's one of the biggest competitors from like the crypto exchange point of view, CEX tokens. But okay, that's kind of what I'm noticing right now. Again, hello. I see Cronos in the chat right now. Welcome. I see VDG. Crow for life, let's go. XGen, welcome. Yo, yo, yo. And CDC has money for everything except their chain, Mr. Conundrum is saying. Well, we're going to talk about that as well today because they are working exactly on that, their chain. They actually have a new news item. That's also why you can find on the thumbnail and on the title Cronos Pay and also on-chain Visa. On-chain Visa. Really interesting. 4 cents would be Jesus Christ on a bike. Yeah, really like a big discount opportunity. Keegan has its own average at about 9.9 cents. That's not all too bad. Again, guys, I do say in about 6 months time, that is still my take. That is still my take. In 6 months time, everything will be different. Everything will be absolutely different. And people right now that are somewhat bullish still, people that are still somewhat bullish, they are holding right now. They might be even buying some more. They might even be buying some more. But let's say we're going up to at least this zone here. Let's say we're going up 2,000%. Let's say you actually take profit at a really good point here. People will say you're lucky. People will say you're lucky, but they don't know. They definitely don't know what you've been through. Like the emotional roller coaster, the nerves. You must have iron nerves by now. You must have iron nerves by now. No, titanium nerves. Israel does think we might go to 5 cents. Interesting. Let me ask it to the chat. I will quickly open a poll because I do see more people saying 5 cents. 0 back to 5 cents. What is your opinion? Yes or no? Let me know. Poll is open right now. And if you're not watching this live, let me know also in the comments down below. Because also I wanna open a discussion also after the live streams. I think it's interesting. I definitely think it's interesting. But okay. Yeah, Crojanol, we're outside the rainbow chart right now. That is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. But okay, I have faith. I have faith. The only thing right now which scares me is that we are kind of back to the lows that Bitcoin made, I think on Wednesday. Was it on Wednesday? And it is a really interesting level it is trying to retouch because this is really the 81 level at which we touch the 200-day simple moving average. The 200-day simple moving average. And I need to open a different Bitcoin chart because this one is kind of scribbly. But the 200 day is interesting. And let me show it to you. So let me find it in the past here. Here we had a beautiful retest on the 200 day. Actually, I actually do struggle a bit finding nice examples of support at the 200 day. Here it was beautiful resistance. Beautiful resistance for the 200 day simple moving average. Here it kind of broke out. Interesting. I think the better examples are actually in 2017. Back in 2017. But the 200 day is not really the best support, it seems, looking at historic data at least. Looking at historic data. But at least it's something. It might be a point of bounce. It might be a point of bouncing. Demo Coin is saying, right now I'm really done buying CRO. I'm looking into something else to buy right now. Honestly, I do have enough CRO. So yeah, it's time to diversify. And I'm also tired of the constant disappointment. I get that. I get that. But I do have to say, you have to take a look at this in the broader trend really, because it is not just CRO, right? It's not just CRO. If you go to total free or total free for crypto, it is looking exactly the same as CRO, kinda. It's looking exactly the same. Retesting now the 200 day as well for the total free. So that's the complete altcoin market cap. The complete altcoin market cap. By the way, Mr. Red Random Token, welcome. Thank you very much for strapping in for another month. Welcome, dude. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Strap Club. But yeah, going back to this argument here by Demo Coin. Basically, everything is down right now, with a few exceptions. I've heard some good news about Ondo today. Ondo is going to partner up with MasterCard, and Ondo overall is having a pretty decent cycle so far. Ondo is a RWA token, real world assets, and that's one of the narratives this cycle. Definitely one of the narratives. I do have to go back to CRO though, because CRO is not above the 200 day. It is not. For anyone wondering, 200 day is far. Wait, where are we? This is Ethereum. What am I looking at? Ethereum Bitcoin, by the way, is still also in those low ranges. Let's go to CRO US dollar. CRO US dollar. Which one? Kraken, Coinbase, Crypto.com. No, let's go to a different one. Yeah, we're far below the 200 day actually. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The 200 day currently sits at about 12 cents. But it's also because last year, if you go back 1 year, for CRO, at about this time, beginning of March, we started pumping quite heavily. So last year, this was pretty bullish, about plus 150%. For anyone still remembering, that was kind of meme season on the Cronos chain. People are really buying the CRO token to get into the meme place. Interesting times. If we go down to 4 cents, I'm going to put my whole salary into this. I'm already putting a lot of my former salary into this. Last salary from a previous job. But I think it is a great opportunity again. Outside of the rainbow chart, that means ultimate discount, at least in my personal opinion. CRO has come home. It is getting restored again. If you go back to 5 cents, wouldn't mean that the bear market never finished for CRO. Not my vision though. People are a bit too bearish at the moment. I agree with that view. Personally, Mr. VDG, I do agree with that view. If you go back to 5 cents, it will be a big dip. Today, I will buy a lot. Good sir, welcome. There are many conviction buyers over here in the chat. Let's salute those. Well done. Currently though, like normally if we start streaming, the price is pumpy. Normally the price is pumpy, but right now we're going to new lows, it seems. The previous low for this month is at 0.7. Well, not 0.7. 7 cents basically, 7.1, 7.05 I think. Kind of depends on the exchange you're looking at. But total free right now is right back at where we were. So if you go take a look at last cycle, that's also exactly this level. Well, not last cycle, the last pump in March. The last pump in March last year. That's where we are. If you go take a look at the total for crypto, total one, the crypto total market, including Bitcoin, including Ethereum, right now we are below the previous top in 2021. Below the previous top. Does this mean we are in a bear market? I do not think so. Definitely does not have to mean that. I mean, can we go back? Can we go back to 2017? It's kind of like here, isn't it? It's a bit of a bear trap. It didn't go down that much. But this was pretty much the bear trap in the previous cycle. Pretty much the bear trap. This was pretty brutal. We went down from 1.17 trillion, about 30%. So where are we right now? How much are we down for the total crypto market? Well, let's take a quick look. Overall, it doesn't seem that dramatic. If you go take a look at the previous high of the total market cap, we're down about 25%, 26%. That's almost the same as in the previous bear trap. So if you continue a similar, well, trajectory, something like this, then we still have way more room to grow. Oh. You think there's constant disappointment? We actually went from 5 cents to 20 cents, and that was a 4x in like a matter of days. That's true. That's definitely true as well. But in the end, I do have to agree, we're back to bear market values, kind of. We're back to bear market values. So I think it's a pumpy and dumpy ride, but I do believe it's one to the upside in the end. But VDG has a point here. We got 35 votes coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Keep them coming. Let me check what's the current stance. Are you guys bearish or bullish on CRO for the short term? That's the question, kinda. Currently 51%. Ooh, this is really even. This is really even. 51% says we're going down back to 5 cents. And 49% says no, we're not going down as low as 5 cents. Interesting. Typically people in the community, they are right, but there is no real 50-50 now. It's 50-50 now. Interesting. There's no clear winner. It's a tie. 37 votes. Well, Ben is right. It's already 5 pence in the UK at least. Welcome, Ben, as well. Guys, do not forget about the Great Britain pound. Once it ruled the world as the world reserve currency. So do not rule it out. By the way, I think one good thing, if you compare CRO with the Turkish lira, CRO versus the Turkish lira, we actually are up. We're up. We're going up, guys. We're going up. In comparison to the last cycle. So that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. Inflation. It's a bit of a hedge against inflation. Just a little bit. Mr. John, strap in. People watching right now, don't forget to hit the like button as well. If you're coming in right now. And also hit the poll. Do you think CRO will go back to 5 cents, or will it not go back to 5 cents? That's kind of the question. Bitcoin dominance right now, it is, yeah, actually doing quite okay. Today, Bitcoin has been more dramatic. Bitcoin has been more dramatic going down than the altcoins. It kind of felt like the altcoins were kind of front-running. The Bitcoin fall. And this is pretty interesting. It seems we're actually breaking down for Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is slowly breaking down. So currently Bitcoin is falling more. Bitcoin is falling more than altcoins. Interesting perspective. Bitcoin though, right now, going down even lower. You're watching it live here at the Coin Baron. Strap in for this. Let's quickly go to the hourly, because you can see like the last few hours we have been dumping hard. But also we've been recovering quite heavily as well. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. What we can potentially see, so this is for short-term traders. If we do this, like we've been going down, up, down again, you potentially create here a double bottom. We potentially create here a double bottom for any short-term traders. We call that also the W pattern. And in that case, we actually have a bullish reversal, a potential bullish reversal. I think, yeah, what would it be? We might be going actually up then to, let's say, 90k again. I wouldn't mind going back to about 90k. This is interesting though, ladies and gentlemen, because also we have one of the news stories today. It's about the market conditions. If you have been looking at the Loaded Lion community, you must have heard about the new Lion token. The Lion token was announced to launch on the 27th of February. And that's today. That is today, ladies and gentlemen. However, a few things happened. And let me quickly go to the Loaded Lion Instagram or Loaded Lion X page, because there we can really see what happened. We can really see what happened there. This one. The Lion token launch is a pivotal moment for the Loaded Lion ecosystem, and we want to ensure that all tracks are laid out for Lion. Due to current market conditions, we have decided to delay the launch of Lion and stay tuned for a new TGE date. So that means one thing: no Loaded Lion token today. When? No clue. Some people have been speculating it might be a week delay. Some people have been speculating it might be a month delay. Basically, no one knows. It was interesting though, but when they made the announcement, Bitcoin and Cronos and basically all the altcoins, they were doing quite okay. I think we were trading at about 86k at about the previous lows. We're actually going up a bit. But then they decided, no, it's not good enough today. It's not good enough. We're not in a good vibe right now. So we're not launching this token. And that's interesting. Kind of like they knew of something beforehand. They kind of announced it over here. And then it started dumping. Since the announcement, we're down about, what is it? Down about 5% for Bitcoin. Demo saying it's launching on the 29th. The 29th of February. Cheers to that one. Quick question, Demo. Were you disappointed? Demo, about the Loaded Lion launch? I know Demo, ladies and gentlemen, has a lion himself. But okay, let's quickly go back to the questions right now. Psycho, welcome. Strap in, my dude. Strap in. All those technical lines and analysis mean nothing. It's all about hype or news. Definitely not. I really disagree with this one, Israel, because what we see with those charts is human emotions. All these charts here for Bitcoin are typically human emotions. I do have to say, of course, that news events definitely affect the price. Something like this here. What happened here? Those were tariffs. Those were trading tariff announcements by Donald J. Trump. Or actually, that was this one here. This dump. Apology, ladies and gentlemen. This dump here. That was really the scare from the Trump administration with the trading tariffs. However, if you go back to like videos from me from like a month or two back, I have been talking about, for example, the CME gap at about 80k. We've been talking about, well, it potentially going down to 80k based on that CME gap. But also there's more, of course. All these lines here, all these moving averages, it also kind of works like a self-fulfilling prophecy, of course. So many people these days are watching these technical indicators. So many people are using these to make their trading decisions that it's kind of becoming a truth by itself. It's not an absolute science, but it's all about probabilities in the end. It's all about probabilities, and these lines can help you make the right decisions regarding probabilities. By the way, currently interesting fact. It kind of seems like it doesn't want to dump much more. So this W pattern might still be in play. Interesting for Bitcoin. Do you think 50 cents this year for CRO? Sam is asking. I definitely do think so. 50 cents. 50 cents is about here on the rainbow chart. It's about here on the rainbow chart. Oh, a beautiful drawing. I believe we can actually go in between these two levels here. It's basically my range. That means in between $1.15 and $3.15. That's kind of the range I'm looking at right now. So 50 cents, in my opinion, is definitely in the cards. I think XRP is going to be a good bet. XRP is definitely a blue chip currently. It is a US coin, so definitely one that is bullish in the books of Mr. Trump. So it makes a lot of sense to be bullish on XRP. Good night, Mr. Psycho. Have a good sleep. Or well, welcome maybe. CRO has been my most disappointing hodl of all time. If I may ask, Haven, I think you told me already, but where did you buy in? Where did you buy in basically on the chart here? Are we talking about 20 cents, 10 cents, or have you been buying all through the cycle? Mr. Barron, what do you think? Is this the bottom or are we going down to 5 cents? And when do you think the market will turn around? April, May? Do you still believe that in 2025 CRO will be about 30 to 40 cents? Yeah, I do believe, like we just talked about this chart here. Good questions, by the way, again. Welcome, Artem, welcome. That is my belief again. Today, interesting also, if you talk about the sentiment in the community, sentiment in the broader crypto community, currently there is extreme fear. There is extreme fear. So in many communities, not just the CRO fam, we're getting questions like this: is the bull market over? Are we going lower? Oh, by the way, it's dipping right now. Bitcoin is dipping below 83, just below 83 here. Well, do I believe we're going to 5 cents? I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, I do not believe it is likely. Those are really the bear market lows. The community though, what's the community saying right now? The community is saying mainly yes. There's a majority saying CRO is going back to 5 cents. So I'm currently voting against the community here, but well, that's my personal opinion. Night Gaming is buying some CRO tomorrow. Good sir, welcome. Mr. Knight, by the way, welcome as well. I don't know, Mr. Knight. I think you joined. I think you joined already the Discord. Yeah, you did. You did. Good sir. Welcome to the Discord, my man. Welcome. Mr. Crypto Warehouse, welcome as well. Ladies and gentlemen, check out the Crypto Warehouse as well. He's making a lot of beautiful content about cryptocurrencies, including also the CRO token. So make sure you give him a follow when you have the time, please. If you don't do so already, of course. He makes some beautiful content, also short and sweet, I think, on the Sundays. 4 minutes. 4 minutes Crow content. I like that. Also thanks to Pampa. Pampa is doing those weekly Cronos news articles on X, and that's a nice way to quickly look back at what just happened in the week. But of course, we also have the weekly close. This is interesting though. In the end, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin is the most important element right now in the market. If Bitcoin is going down to 81k, and I think that's pretty likely, that is pretty likely, we might actually see also Cronos dump a bit lower. Maybe to that orange line here, that would make sense. 0.68 cents. What do you think ETH will be mid-2025? I'm very bad at timings, but I still believe, Polare, that we will see in the end an ETH valuation around 9 to 10 or maybe even 12k. I think that would make total sense. ETH, in my opinion, is still ultra safe money. It is still the most safest, most decentralized smart network that we have. Bitcoin is the most decentralized, but if you want to do anything on chain, like internet-wise, smart contract-wise, it is Ethereum. You cannot really do things on chain on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not really made for that. Of course, you've got runes, but the real deal is still Ethereum. So yeah, I do believe, I don't know, mid-2025. In the end, we're talking probably about 9 to 12k Ethereum. If CRO goes down, that means Cronos memes will also crash too. And that's exactly why I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, that they did delay the loaded line launch. So we will come back stronger. They have a definite feeling that the market will recover as well. Otherwise, they wouldn't be delaying this. I think it's clever. I think also, if you can take a look at Chris Marzalak, CEO of Crypto.com. He's also saying here, builders keep building regardless of what the market does. And that kind of makes sense, right? You cannot really predict the market. You can, of course, try to do so based on probabilities. That's what we do here, basically all the time. But well, it's also a bit, you know, no matter what, we need to build. We need to build. Calm down, guys. I'm not selling all my crowbacks I'm holding right now. I just need to diversify into other tokens. Got a failed line launch today that really floored me. Can't get my head around it. To me personally, Demo, I get it. I mean, everything was counting down towards this. I don't know. I got a bit of a mixed bag about the feeling regarding the line launch. It's, to me, okay. Yeah. In about a few weeks, when it actually launched, we will forget about the delayed launch. That's how I feel about it. In the end, if we get the promised roadmap, if we get the promised token, if the price is doing great, if we get a good airdrop, I think nobody really will care about a 1 to 2 month delay or 2 weeks delay or a few days delay. I think in the end, the price is what matters most. But yeah, Nick, the loaded line token got delayed. It's a pivotal moment. That's also why they did delay it. Do you even see a $1 CRO this year? Yeah, it's definitely in my cards. Definitely in my cards. Every Q1 for the last 4 years, we do see this dip followed by a massive pump on Bitcoin. Is that the case? Interesting. Let me quickly check. Maybe Mr. Crypto Warehouse might be onto something here. So we go to... Let's go quickly to the monthly then. The monthly candles. It's a bit easier to see. It's a bit easier to see. Oops. So Q1 of 2022, yeah, that was pretty meh. Let's not talk too much about Q1 here. Oh, actually, Q1 wasn't all too bad. We had a bit of a dead cat bounce. Bit of a dead cat bounce here for the Q1 of 2022. Then we had the Q1 of 2023. Let me check. That was actually quite nice. Q1 of 2023 went up a lot here. Not really seeing a dip here, to be honest. Then we have got the Q1 of 2024. That was also really nice. Jeez Louise. Q1 of 2024, we went up about 85% for Bitcoin. That's huge. That is huge. Not really seeing the dips. Maybe it's in the month itself. That might be the case. I might need to look into that later, Mr. Crypto Warehouse. I like monthly candles though, guys, because it gets rid of so much noise. So much noise just gone when you use monthly candles. I mean, what happened today? Nobody will care about this in about, a few weeks. That's my belief. But I think also Ben here is right. I would prefer to just get wrecked right now. Just one big rinse. Just get rid of it right now, and then a slow pump to the upside. Yes, please. If we go down to, let's say, 70k, I don't hope it will do, but if it does, please just do it. Do it right now. And then in March, let's just go up day by day by day, and then let's say we're happy near Christmas. Ben is thinking $1 by 2030. 2030 is 5 years away. We might see though. Not sure why, but my car breaks every time the market crashes and I need to withdraw money at a loss. Oh man, I hope your car does well. I heard though you ordered the car, right? The Ruby Rat one. Have you heard anything about the car yet, Mr. Axgen? Anything about the crypto card? Anyone wondering? No one knows or can well estimate if or when we will hit a dollar. That's true. In the end, it's all a guess, but I guess it's all about probabilities again. Mr. Andrew, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Coin Baron. Hope you're having a good day. I joined late. Did you cover the on-chain option to top up the cart yet? Ooh, interesting. Let's talk about that quickly because we haven't done so. So you're joining right on time, Mr. Andrew. That is also what I've been showing basically from Chris a bit here. So let's open it up, shall we? This is kind of the news, and we can also look at it from Cronos chain. But what you can do right now, if you got one of those Visa cards in the back I just shown to you, you can right now top those up with crypto in the crypto.com app. But you can also start to use DeFi. So anything on the Cronos chain, Cronos EVM or Cronos ZK EVM, can be used to top up your DeFi, or not DeFi, your crypto.com debit card. So that is actually pretty big news. This will be first of its kind regarding DeFi topping up a debit card. We can also find more information on the site I will show in a second. So here we have the Cronos chain. They also made this announcement here, and I can basically show how it works. So you connect on the website. It's called crypto or cronos.org/card. Then you kind of select which currency you want to use. So it's going a bit fast, isn't it? So you connect it first, then you link it to your crypto.com wallet. So you do need a crypto.com wallet still. And you also need, of course, the debit card by crypto.com. But then you go into the website, you select how much you want to top up, and then also you select a currency. So right now it's USDC. And if you want, for example, to top up Push, if you want to top up Pro with Knife, if you want to top up any meme coin or any coin really on the Cronos chain that is not yet available on crypto.com itself, you can actually use that to top it up because it will automatically just transfer or swap itself to USDC or Ethereum. And that will be used to top up your crypto.com debit card. It is pretty easy. I can probably also show it better even on the website. So you go to cronos.org/card. And there you connect with your on-chain wallet, and then you select the funds. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do a complete tutorial about this, so stay tuned to that one. But I do have some other tutorials planned as well, so stay tuned for those. Make sure you're strapping in, I would say. But yeah, you can use ZK EVM. You can also use the EVM chain. And if it's available on VVS or if it's available on H2, you can use that. Really slick stuff here. Let me quickly check what's going on with the vote. Right now, the majority is really going towards 5 cents. People are really, I think, shorting right now, CRO maybe. Well, if it goes to 5 cents, it's time to load up the bags, yeah. It's kind of, again, I need to, I think we talked about this really shortly in the beginning, but let me get rid of this quickly. I want to go to CoinMarketCap because I talked about it in the beginning a bit as well. But I firmly believe that the token price is one of the best marketing tools to bring in more users to your platform, to your dApp, to your exchange. So a pumpy token definitely does help also with retaining users, because I do see a lot of angry Crypto.com users because the CRO token is not doing great. And they're using the CRO token as their collateral for the CRO debit cards or the Crypto.com debit cards. But also if you go to CoinMarketCap, and now I can show it to you. There we go. So right now, Cronos is slowly falling out of the top 50. Slowly falling out of the top 50. And above it, well, we can find, for example, OKB token. OKB token you can find there. But a lot higher, you can also find the BitGet token. And BitGet token is getting huge because of the burn program. But I do believe, I definitely do believe they want their token. They want the CRO token also to perform well, to get those happy customers and also to onboard more users, because definitely there will be more people to onboard to. But in the end, I think what the Loaded Lion did, what the Loaded Lion people did regarding delaying the launch, it is kind of showing the cards for also Crypto.com. They know when it's wise to pay money, when it's wise to use money for marketing, and when it's not wise to use money for marketing. Because, well, it is pretty expensive to have like a big marketing campaign to also load up really the liquidity pools if no one is there to really market the token to. So I do believe, that's has always been my opinion as well, that they are pretty clever with the funds they do have, and they are waiting for the right time. They're waiting for the right time. And that's painful because in the meantime, we aren't just suffering. We aren't just suffering. But okay. That is kind of also what Ben is saying here. Chris must have a plan, right? Chris must have a plan. Oh, did you guys not see this here? Unfortunately, that was bad for me. That was bad for me. So here you can find Cronos at 48. You can find Cronos 48. OKB 37. Then we got BitGet 26. Then we got also more exchanges here. Leo, Unisat Leo exchange token number 16. And we also got the big one, of course, the big boy BNB from the Binance exchange. But yeah, I do believe Ben is right here. Chris must have a plan though. What's the point in an ETF with a CRO at about 7 cents? Exactly. Exactly. It's all about timing. We got a stablecoin planned. We got an ETF. Always CRO at about 7 cents. Seems like he's going to have a bigger plan, surely, and pull a mega burn out of nowhere and actually get this CRO to move up. That is a bit of speculation, but that's also, I think, in the end, why many people are still here. I think they have a plan. They have shown that in the past as well. I think also with this latest news article, they still do care about the Cronos chain. They do still care about the CRO token. Let's make CRO great again, right? That's the overall vibe I still get from Chris, but he's not that vocal because he does know there will be pain. There will be times of pain. There will be times of pain. Rose on Oasis might have bottomed. I have no clue about Rose, Mr. Polari. No clue, unfortunately. 62 people watching right now. Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button. You guys are absolute heroes. Thank you very much for tuning in today on a very bearish day, I would say, regarding charts at least. Let's have a quick peek though at what Bitcoin is doing, because Bitcoin, like I mentioned before, it might have this beautiful double bottom here. Beautiful double bottom. So far, it seems to be recovering very nicely. So could we be going back to 90k? I hope so. If we go back to 90k, that might mean we have seen the bottom. That might mean we have seen the bottom. Then also the Lion token could potentially launch. The Lion token is also a big fundamental mover, I think, for the Cronos chain. If the Cronos chain is moving again, that might be a big catalyst for the CRO token. And if the CRO token is moving again, well, it might be a big catalyst for crypto.com. It's a lot of ifs, but I do believe, honestly, it's one big plan. It's one big plan. Bit of speculation, though. Demo coin, yes, I was very, very disappointed with the Lion delay. I woke up this morning and that was the first thing I checked. I was so excited going to bed last night, but really it just defeated me a bit. I get it. I get it. I also woke up and my first reaction to the tweet was, oof, oof. It's like a proper bad execution, honestly. Like I have been in the same position. I've been in the same position. We're about to launch a new product, a new tech product, and we've been working on this tech product for months. We've been testing it for months, but one day before the launch, and we already trained people, we communicated, we had tutorials ready, everything was ready. We found one critical bug. Literally at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. I should say, 12 p.m. We pulled the plug. We said, well, we can't do it tomorrow. It's too much risk. And that felt like one of the worst days ever. I mean, it wasn't professional. It wasn't good. Everything was feeling down, demotivated. Like typical tech, right? But it was the right decision in the end. It was the right decision to delay. For us, it was for one more week. But yeah, it feels bad. Happens though. So you're saying those lines and patterns are emotional patterns. Yeah. If you have some time, maybe check. There are quite some good tutorials about technical analysis. I would definitely check out why things are like they are, like with moving averages and with those drawings also we make. That's also why I am pretty bullish. If this is going to be a double bottom, right? It's a good thing. People trade this. People see, hey, it bottomed here. It's bottomed here again. So that must mean that we go up this time, right? That's kind of the emotion people feel. That's kind of why this is a pattern that many people use to trade on. Oh, so many people watching right now. What is the Lion token? Welcome, Jorge. Welcome. Let me check. The Lion token is actually a completely new token launched by the Loaded Lion community, which is made by crypto.com. I have a complete video about it, so if you go to my channel, you can find more about the Loaded Lion token. I think it's 1 or 2 weeks old. Well, welcome to the channel, my dude. Welcome as well, Mr. Tidiane. Diversification and what? How should you diversify? Well, personally, get yourself some Bitcoin, get yourself some Ethereum, get yourself some CRO. That's what I would do myself. That's how I would diversify. And if you want to do a bit more risky, go into Cronos chain stuff. I got some push, for example. We can do some more things. The Lion token is going on the Cronos chain. That is how you can diversify, but there are of course multiple methods. Definitely. Bloody Belgian, aren't you worried that the Lion will cause backlash? Probably a lot of insiders will get rich and leaving CROFAM even more damage divided. I have a pretty interesting thought about that. You might disagree there, Mr. Bloody Belgian. Welcome as well. Goedemorgen, if you're from the Dutch part of it. Vlaanderen. I do believe that the Loaded Lion community has been here for the last 4 years, and they're one of the most dedicated parts of the community I have seen. They're still playing that game, the main city game. They're still here showing their PFP, so they're Loaded Lions on X, on whatever platform. They are a really dedicated community, and they will be getting about 20% of the total airdrop. So they will be hoarding quite a big part of the Loaded Lion token. That doesn't mean they will not sell. I think many people will sell. But also, I've heard a lot of people like Demo in the past, before he was really disappointed, that they might be staking for not 1, not 2, but maybe even 5 years. They're really seeing a potential future in this, and that's also why the roadmap is actually pretty bullish for the upcoming 5 years. Let me check if I can find the roadmap quickly. By the way, roadmaps are not everything. I do have to say that. But, well, the roadmap is for 5 years. I just, by the way, made a video about this, so you can check it out. It's also on my channel. It's the latest video, the Loaded Lion token roadmap. I go into detail about all these things on the roadmap. But they are, I think, bullish for the long term. So will they pump and dump? I think it's different for the Lions. I definitely think it's different. I like the roadmap, but yeah, nowadays I get it. I think it's still okay. Lions have been here for a long time. Also, controversial take, but the Lions, the Loaded Lions, if you've been a Lion for the last 4 years, you have had a lot of disappointment. You have had a lot of disappointment. Personally, day 1 of the Loaded Lions was the most disappointing launch ever. A lot of disappointment. So many people wanted to get a Loaded Lion that, like, basically the queue crashed and I couldn't get my Loaded Lion. Completely logged out, waiting for multiple hours. Couldn't get the Loaded Lion. The Loaded Lion or the main city land launch, disaster. I think the Cyber Cup one went well. That was actually a drop. There have been so many bad launches for the Loaded Lions, and they're still here. They're still here. Floor price is still above $1,000. About 5 times above the official launch price. So yeah, the I'm pretty bullish about the Lion token. What's your age? I'm 27. Vlaanderen. My faves. I'm also living in the south, so I personally I feel more Belgium than I feel like coming from Amsterdam. People from Amsterdam, that's the capital of the Netherlands. That different kind of people. Let's say it like that. Different kind of people. It's also yeah, you have to understand people watching right now. Probably don't care, but like if you go back 300 years. You had a big division really in the Netherlands regarding religion. You had people, the real Catholics, and you had the people more Protestants. So they are a different, well, branch really of the what's it called? The Christian religion. And well, the Belgian part and the southern part of the Netherlands, that was all Catholic, and the other part wasn't. But okay, a bit of a history lesson here. Welcome. Do not hit the dislike button, please. That would help me a lot. By the way, feel free to ignore me or remove me. Have you seen my platform? No dailies. It's the listing. Cronos project. I have not seen it. If you have anything on Twitter, Mr. Bloody Belgium, make sure you tag me. I'm just curious right now. Yeah, the Sanja, we got actually pretty good roadmaps, honestly. If you go take a look, for example, also the Crypto.com roadmap, I'm so bullish about the Crypto.com roadmap. And I'm also still pretty bullish about, in general, Chris is one of the most chill dudes ever. Chris Wonderlick, CEO of Crypto.com. One of the most chill dudes ever I've seen running a company. I don't know if he doesn't care. I don't know if he doesn't care or if he doesn't. He has a vision and he ignores all short-term noise. He ignores all short-term noise. CRO is straight garbage. When alts go up, CRO goes down. When alts go down, CRO goes down twice as fast. Currently, actually, CRO is doing pretty okay. Honestly, Mr. Big Rob. If you take a look, everything down. Let's actually see. Let's go to the 24-hour. Still, the Solana ecosystem is dumping the most. Where can we find CRO? I think CRO is actually one of the least dumpy tokens today. Where's CRO? Ondo down the least. CRO is really all the way at the bottom, basically. And not at the bottom. It's basically CRO is going with the flow in the middle somewhere. Oh, actually, it's the 56th one. The 56th one. Yeah, really average dumper. It's an average dumper here. What's better, Supercharger or Arena, please? I would say currently is the Supercharger. Supercharger has a worse APR. Mr. VA Freak, than the Arena. However, the Supercharger is super flexible. It is super flexible. You can get your CRO in, you can get your CRO out within a second. If you use the Arena, your CRO is locked for at least 6 months, starting now. And I have to say, my belief is that in the next 6 months, the whole crypto market is going to completely change. It is going to completely change. So I would not lock up my CRO for 6 more months. That is my personal opinion, though. And that's why I am more bullish personally on the Supercharger. That's also what V8 or VDG is saying here. Oh, my card has been shipped, but it takes 7 more days to come. Exciting times, exciting times. If anyone is wondering what card Mr. Aggen is talking about, these are the cards. These are the cards. He's ordering the red one, though. He's ordering the red one. The ruby red. Well, yeah, if you don't have one yet, you can check my link down in the description below. Still pretty cool product of crypto.com. I think it's still one of the best ways to bring in new people to crypto. I think it's one of the best ways to increase adoption in general. I mean, the number one use case still for crypto is not games. It is not RWA. It is just paying stuff. It is paying stuff. People are still fed up with banks. People are still done with governments and their federal policies regarding how they are creating money. In the end, cryptocurrencies is still about how can we improve payments? How can we improve the current money system, right? So this is such a typical way how we do day-to-day payments, right? Even though I typically pay always with my phone. I do have to admit, it would be very hard to not just drop about $500 to buy 10,000 CRO. It does sound really enticing. CRO is dropping a bit right now. Not too much. Not too much. 0.727. 0.727. Bitcoin, by the way, is recovering, as I mentioned before. It just opened a new hourly candle. It's 10 o'clock right now over here, guys. So that is pretty interesting. We might see this W pattern play out. So if anyone is trading this on a leverage platform, I hope you're doing this very wisely. But watch out, of course. No financial advice here. Is Cronos chain not CDC coin anymore? No. So previously, guys, it was the crypto.com coin. But right now it's called Cronos, of course. Is this bullish for CRO? What is bullish for CRO? The Lion token? What narrative sector do you think is underrated? I think, honestly, SocialFi. SocialFi is a really big sector. I think, honestly, what Telegram has been doing is big. The Ton coin, that's a pretty good one. But I honestly do believe, like, what Meta was going to do with the Libra token, that could have been big. But what people miss right now is, I think, an easy way to create a wallet. An easy way to create a wallet to, you know, just chat. And I think maybe I've heard some rumors that X might be creating like the everything app and also include like a token option. I don't know. I think anything with social farm is pretty huge, but there are not that many projects out. There are not that many projects out there. But that's an underrated narrative in my opinion. And also AI, always AI. Are you all in on Cronos? I'm all in on the ecosystem at least, Mr. Artem. Adam is saying regarding the poll, and let me open the poll once more. The poll is saying, ladies and gentlemen, might CRO go back to 5 cents? 94 votes saying yes, CRO is going back to 5 cents. Interesting, very interesting. Very interesting. 60% right now, 97 votes. A lot of people are saying going down to 5 cents. Typically, the majority is right here. Typically, the majority is right. Interesting. But Adam is saying, well, why can't we go down to 1 to 3 cents? I think Adam, that's I actually made a video about this. I made a video about CRO going down to 1 cent last cycle. As a reminder that typically altcoins go down about 99%. I talked about that in that video. But it's not a true bear market anymore. It is not a true bear market anymore. So I think it's unlikely. I think it's unlikely. But no financial advice that we're going down to even lower values than in the bear market. Especially because the product is still relevant, right? The product is still relevant. We still have the Visa cards. They need CRO tokens. We still have the Cronos chain. Still relevant. We're going to have a new stablecoin, USD1, running on Cronos, on the Cronos chain. And that will be using CRO for gas fees. So I think there is still a very good possibility of a future bull run. I think you agree as well. But I think there's too little time. There's way too little time to dump that low, even though dumps can be super quick. Have you heard about anything about BlackRock going to buy $1 trillion of XRP? $1 trillion? Isn't the most expensive company in the world like worth just above $1 trillion? I think Apple passed $1 trillion market cap. I think they passed $1 trillion market cap. I think it's a bit high, Mrs. Scott. Welcome though. You think it's worth locking up for a year? It depends. I think if you're not about, it depends upon Mr. GWC. If you're not going to sell, if you keep holding on to your tokens, I think it might be worth, because the APR, you got an 8% stake, you got a 5%, what's it called? You got a 5% cash back on purchases, and a lot more stuff also with stocks. If you're into stocks, if you're into crypto like that for the long term, I think so, potentially. But if you want to sell, not entirely sure. 0.6 cents for FRVR here. Great buying point. Can you suggest some selling points? I am really bad about that, Mr. Ceylon. That's my honest opinion. Honest warning already. So I think I'm pretty transparent about this. Typically, I would say you start at least the selling process in this zone here, right? In between, I would say about 50 cents and $3.40. Personally, I'm probably going to start selling once we hit the red zone. Once we hit the red zone, it's sell time. And then it's sell time. Not before that. That's my personal opinion. And I don't know if we're going to $3. I don't know if we're just going to go just above $1. So I will be selling in between these targets, and then I don't know how exactly I'm going to distribute it, but that's my personal plan. Otherwise, you can also decide, hey, I'm going to sell every time we hit a certain milestone. Every time we're hitting like, hey, I'm hitting the green zone here. It's 18 cents. I'm selling a bit. I'm selling a bit at 40 cents. I'm selling a part at $1, and I'm selling a part at $3. That might be a strategy as well. It's all up to you, of course, in the end. Haven has been buying for the last 4 years. Really DCAing. MacGorilla, I've been DCAing into the market for the last few months and trying to learn as much as possible and lowering my average. But I'm also worried I've bought the top and my life saving will be the later. I honestly do not believe, Mr. MacGorilla, that we are right now at the top. I honestly do not believe so. It would have been the weirdest bull cycle ever. Is it impossible? I don't think so. It's not impossible. Nothing in this world and in crypto is impossible. It is an impossible market to predict. But if we're talking probabilities, I think there's like an 80% chance we continue the bull market, and there's like a 20% chance we're on a bear market right now. Technically, we might be in a bear market according to people trading traditional stocks, but they don't know anything about crypto. They don't know anything about crypto. Sometimes the light is on, sometimes it is not. But of course, I think the overall situation is not good either right now. But remember, there is a CRO and there's also a crypto.com roadmap. Exactly, Bjorn. I like the approach here. I like the approach here. Havenpack is actually doing an actual DCA, daily buying. That's also a great way to, you know, get your cost level to a good point. Ben is going to Poland. Have a good trip, Ben. Have a good trip. I expected the floor price of the loaded line to drop today. Let me quickly open up X. No. I expected the floor price to drop after the loaded line dropped today with the line delay announcement, but it did not. No sell-off. The loaded line community is super strong as any time, right? They can go through any hardship, really. Are you looking for another job? Not right now, Mr. Tidiana. Not right now. Can't wait for these NFTs to come alive as well as independent beings that evolve around how you interact with them. At least that's what they mentioned in the white paper. They will start with a pilot in 2025. That will send Lion into the world, really. Yeah. So for anyone wondering, they want to integrate AI into main city, for example. They want to integrate AI with more loaded Lion, also VR elements. So that's something they want to do. It's kind of their vision for the roadmap. You can also find that here on the roadmap. I think it's... So here we got the AI and an NPC expansion. But they want to do experiment also a bit more earlier. Which card am I using? Maximilian is asking. I'm using the IC. I'm using the digital IC card. This one is really a prop. I like it too much. These cards are getting easily damaged. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, so it's I'm using the IC on my phone. Miguel, CRO does have high fees. Do you mean about the Cronos chain? Bloody Belgian has the blue card. The one that used to be 3.5k. So that's this one. Not the Jade Green. So this is the Jade Green is the green one. The Royal Indigo is the blue one. But right now I cannot stake, renew my stake or downgrade to keep my card. It is sad, but I still use it. Oh, you actually unstaked it. Okay. It's still a cool card. It's still a cool card. Why is Bitcoin always higher compared to other exchanges? Are we talking about the Crypto.com app, Mr. Miguel, or are we talking about Binance? Or, by the way, anyone wondering right now, this actually might come true, this W pattern. That would be super nice. That would be super nice. Told it to you guys here first. Bumping a bit right now, almost going to 84k. Will Johnson saying it's over. It isn't over till... I was just saying again. It's not over till it's over. I honestly don't believe so. Yeah, for justice, the EU tariffs. That was really what scared the market. That was really what scared the market. Like, was it today? I think it was today, right? Today we dropped from 87 all the way back right now to about 82k after the announcements for the EU tariffs. That was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. Or was it here? I think it might have been here actually. EU tariffs. 25% extra tariffs for the EU was about to come, especially after the announcement from Mexico and Canada. But well, it's still pretty scary. Bobby thinks 2026 will be the year. Do you believe in lengthening cycles? Interesting. I personally think it will still be 2025. Late 2025. Well, 2026 will start off great, but then I think slowly diminish as well. GP Fitch is still holding my callbacks as well, not sweating shit. Anyone, by the way, holding Mary token right now is doing great. Plus 50% on the day. It is doing okay now. CRO is not going to give investors anything. Actually, I'm going to place a tweet soon. But Mr. Ken Timsit, head of Cronos Labs, is saying they're going to do another quest system. Where you can earn some more CRO by completing quests. So, free CRO by Cronos Labs coming to you guys soon. So that's going to be nice. A lot of memes on Cronos might die if CRO goes back to 5 cents. And maybe that's necessary because there are way too many. True that, man. The market, it needs to recover, needs to heal up. I think many memes already died though, honestly. Bring back Biden. The Biden days were honestly better, right? Wasn't it? Honestly better. Would you hold H2 Finance or dump it? It's right now loading on the supercharger. I think I will hold on to it for now. I don't have too much VDG. I probably will get about $100 worth of H2. I hold on to those. I hold on to those little bags. Maybe they're going to do something extremely special in price. I don't know. I don't think so. Typically I would sell, but right now I'm holding on. Guys, right now it's 10:15. It's 10:15. I need to go to bed tomorrow. Another big day. I do hope that the charts are going to keep recovering. Also for CRO, that would be very nice. Also for CRO. Again though, do remember guys, if you remember to also join our Discord. It's live right now. You can find a link on the membership tab. And also join us, say hi. Soon we'll have a little surprise for you guys. And yeah, I will be back next Sunday again for the weekly close. And also stay tuned for some more videos. And if you haven't seen it yet, I just also published a video regarding the Loaded Lion roadmap. Even though the token is not live yet, the roadmap still is very relevant. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Enjoy your evening. And, well, strap in. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen.